How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing the Halloween Spooktacular Extravaganza with episode 12 of the, this whole shebang, and the fifth episode of Hidden Gem Week, I believe is what I called it. And today we're going to be discussing Daybreakers. So let's get into this film with the background. So Daybreakers from 2009 is directed by the Spierig brothers and stars Ethan Hawke, Sam Neill, and Willem Dafoe, and is about the year 2019. A plague has transformed almost every human into a vampire, and faced with a dwindling blood supply, the fractured dominant race plots their survival. Meanwhile, a researcher works with a covert band of vampires on a way to save humankind. So this was a film I checked out for the first time a couple years ago, from a recommendation from a friend of mine, Luke. You guys probably know him at this point. Luke Ponto. He's been on the channel quite a bit, and this is a film that I didn't really know a whole lot about going into. I just knew it was a vampire flick, and it was some sort of like action horror movie that was like dystopian sort of story, and I went in knowing pretty much nothing about it and came out really surprised. The Spierig brothers are a group of directors that I find really intriguing, because they have certain films that are just like really interesting movies that like their indie films are relatively well received. There's this one, and then another film called Predestination, which I absolutely love. And then they've had a franchise movie with Jigsaw, and that was not well received, and I'm not that big of a fan of it. And also, there's the Winchester House film that they made a while ago that also wasn't apparently great, but I haven't seen it, so I have no clue about it. But this was a film from them that I didn't really know what to expect, and I went out really enjoying, surprisingly. It's just a really cool vampire story, basically just about like the dominant race of vampires that are getting like a blood drought and trying to overcome this. And there's like a bunch of themes about like cures of diseases and whatnot. And it's really smartly written, and also gorgeously shot, super well acted, and a film that kind of is a little bit too long, I'd say, to really pique interest from a majority of its audience. But it's a good slow burn film, really great visuals, great effects, and just really cool visuals style, and a really great direction sense that I think a lot of people need to go and get this on their radar. Very underrated vampire flick. So if you like vampires, definitely go check this one out. Ethan Hawke and Willem Dafoe are absolutely the standouts, and Sam Neill, he's a fantastic actor that I don't think enough people talk about, even though he was in a classic movie like Jurassic Park. I don't think he gets enough credit for what he does as an actor. I think he's a fantastic actor, and this is a really great role from him. So absolutely go check this one out. So in all, Daybreakers, while maybe a little bit too long to intrigue most of its intended audience, I think is a really underrated film that has some fantastic performances, great visuals, great direction, and just is a film that I absolutely recommend to any horror fan that, is interested in a good modern vampire flick that really falls under the radar for most people. So thank you guys for watching. If you've stuck around and liked this video, make sure to subscribe and like the video before you leave. Let me know if you guys have seen Daybreakers. What are your thoughts down below in the comments? And if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's absolutely a great little hidden gem film. Absolutely recommend it. So until tomorrow, I'll see you guys later.